Piaget Jenkins. In this video, we will discuss user registry. Here, registry keys and policies can be configured so that they are set when a user begins a session. Now, this is set on a global level and can be controlled via access control. Now, please keep in mind that these settings can also be configured on an application level so that they will apply to the user session at the launch of the application instead of at the start of the session. Now, to begin, we want to make sure to navigate to Composition here, and then Other, and then User Registry, as we see here. Now let's begin. So to start, we go ahead and click Add here, and we're going to start with Registry. And by clicking that, it opens up our registry editor. As you can see here, it operates in HK Current User, which is the only area that Workspace Manager operates in. If you want to manipulate anything in HK Local Machine, we can do that with our other Product Automation Manager. But for now, let's stay here and let's right-click. When you right-click, the context menu here shows you the registry as well as new. So if you want to add a new key, you can do so here. Or if we go up to Registry, we can actually open the current HK Current User Hive and pick keys from there. Or if we go back and we right-click again and select Registry, we can trace the registry changes. Now when we select the Trace the Registry Changes, it opens up a new window for us. It shows all the processes that are currently running on our system at the moment, and you can click here to refresh the process list. And let's select the process, Explorer.exe for example. Now with this process, when we start to trace, anything that we do regarding Explorer.exe that creates a registry entry or modification will be traced. So let's go ahead and open Explorer. And we close Explorer. And as we can see here, there's already 2 entries regarding Explorer. So let's go ahead and stop the trace. And say, for example, we wanted to add one of these entries, all we would do is just tick the box here on the left-hand side and then click Add. Now that we clicked Add, as we can see, that registry has been populated here on the left-hand side for our user. If we choose to add that, all the way down to High Explorer. But we're actually not going to add that registry for our user this time around, and I have a different one that I have in mind. So let's go ahead and close out here, and we do not want to save changes. And let's go all the way back to Registry, and this time we're going to import registry file, and there it is there. Let's go ahead and open that up. Now here I just have a registry entry which I configured earlier, and basically is just going to get the company name and a username for a Microsoft Office application. So just to show you, we can browse here to the entry, common and a user info. We have the value for RES software and a variable for the full username. Now that that's set, let's go ahead and apply access control, and we're going to give it to Mr. Johnson here. There we are. Now that we have all that, let's go ahead and save, and we can exit. Next, we want to go down here and let's click on Add again, and this time we're going to do Policy, and this allows us to add any group policy templates that we may have, and that includes ADM and ADMX. So let's go ahead and click on Add, and it's going to direct us to our policy definitions, and for today we're going to use taskbar. So let's go ahead and enter that with OK. And once again, the window will present itself. Looks quite familiar, except for this time around we're going to be presented with any options that we have to configure any of the settings in the ADM template. So this time around we're going to remove the networking icon, and we're going to remove the volume control icon, and we're going to turn off any balloon notifications. So let's give our template a name, and once again assign access control to Mr. Johnson. There we go, and let's make sure to save, and we can close out. Now that we have our policy template configured as well as our user registry configured assigned to Mr. Johnson, let's go ahead and log in with our user. Okay, now that we're logged in with our user, let's take a look at our taskbar. If we see here, there is no network notification, there are no balloons popping up, and there's also no volume control. So our policy is working and is in place. Now let's take a look at one of our Office applications. Let's take a look at Word, and let's see who it's assigned to. There we are, Mr. Ab Johnson. Alright, well thanks for viewing. This has been User Registry for RES Workspace Manager 2011.